I should actually copy that. Let's type it in later. Let's hope they're just jumping like right into a match or something so we didn't really miss anything. Okay, got that. That was crazy. What a reveal. She thought she was real, but she wasn't. She used to be, but not anymore. Okay. I'm live, and we have quality options. Very nice. All systems are almost to go here for AEW Dynamite. The final Dynamite before All In. Goodness, it all comes down to this, man. Normally, the Dynamite is the one that matters more than the Collision, so I have a feeling this is a must-see episode here. Especially because I feel like there might be 2 matches less than what they would normally do on the fight card right now, so might get to know something new. Up, it's Toni Storm. She's here.
And obviously Storm, well, she's the women's champion, so Shibata, this is going to make
she's here.
Special this Saturday at All In.
That's very loud.
It's going to be a great match, Chaz, the next Caliber. I don't think anyone is surprised.
Okay.
It's been kind of even down the middle.
We got Toni.
Been talking about between these
Toni,
two.
I see that you brought a bottle of champagne. How nice of you.
Oh, and
So
Mercedes.
I say, how about we make a toast? Shall we? Give me.
It's Toni time. We got to go black and white.
Silver toast. Yes, a toast. A toast.
A toast.
To me.
Yep. A toast to Toni's title reign. I have a feeling that it might be ending.
Champion, 7 belts, Moné.
Yeah, I like Toni Storm, man.
It's burnt. It's obviously this bottle of champagne was frozen at some point.
Thank you, Michael. Welcome.
For your entrance, Mercedes.
Oh.
I thought I knew who you were, but clearly I was wrong. I warned you that I'm not like the others. But week after week you have treated me like some sort of underdog. You speak in catchphrases. You have the authenticity of a spray tan in a rainstorm. You have the emotional depth of a kiddie pool. You are also a pussy-faced fraud.
What?
Coming in hot.
Stiff City.
But in this belt, I found myself. But all these belts that you wear are just little masks for you to hide behind, aren't they? So tell me, what the hell are you so afraid of, Mercedes?
Toni,
All right, we're back in living
you
color.
and I have walked very similar paths, but truth be told, you and I are nothing alike. Because I have and I will always be better than you.
Randy, welcome.
I
And
will
Tim's in the
always
house.
outshine you in success in class. And I am not afraid of anyone or anything. I am not afraid to leave it all on the table. Toni, I've been through hell and back, and I made the devil my bitch.
Wait, what?
The more that these people hate me, the more that I win. And trust me, Tony, no one, and I mean no one, is going to stop the money train, not even you. Because Tony, this right here, this is my legacy. This is my destiny. And I know exactly who I am. I am the one-woman revolution, the alpha, the omega, and everything in between.
In between. I don't think she knows how to spell that word. Between. In between.
Legacies don't exist, Mercedes. One day, we will all turn to dust and be forgotten. We're all gonna die, Mercedes. Don't you get it? All that matters is one moment. The moment where you step into this ring and you look me in the eye and you realize that you fear an ordinary life, but I only fear an ordinary death. Now, I sincerely believe that you deserve all the titles in the world. But not this one. You will go down as the woman.
Tony.
You will go down as the woman who just couldn't win the big one.
Dang. Is that the truth? Is that what's going to happen here? Gertie, is this one match you're looking forward to? Yeah.
But I guess that I'm wrong. So this Sunday,
Billy, what's up?
Saturday,
You said what's on the schedule? Just stick around and find out, man.
win.
Got AEW right now. AEW Dynamite. The final Dynamite before AEW All In this Saturday. Their biggest show of the year.
Eat shit, bitch.
They said the buzzwords. They said the applause words. It does it in. Just gonna have to stick around, Philly. I don't like telling people what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, when stuff ends, when it starts, because people just leave and then they don't come back, and then they're like, okay, I guess I'll be back in 3 hours. That doesn't help me much, you know. It doesn't make my stream really pop like it should. So I'd say just stick around if you have the time, man.
Of course, on TBS and a whole lot more to go. John Moxley this Saturday will defend his AEW World Championship against Hangman Adam.
She put her in her own finisher, but Mercedes jumped out.
Let's hear from the AEW World Champion himself.
She said it again. She said the phrase.
I know what you're thinking, Hangman. With this Texas death, you're thinking we've been here before and things went your way. But that was one battle. And that was a long time ago. I've been beaten before, been outmaneuvered, outsmarted, outmuscled, but I have never, ever in my life lost a war of attrition. And that's exactly what this is.
David, welcome.
You think you can survive longer than me? Will you hold the line? Under the pressure of attack, will you hold the line? Under the pressure of expectations, will you hold the line?
Hold the line.
Under the pressure
I like that song.
of everybody who's counting on you. I think you're a victim. I think You're a waste. I think you're absolutely pathetic.
Dang, it's like that?
You have one chance to prove me wrong, so on July 12th, you better walk that aisle like it's the last time you ever will. Because make no mistake about it, Texas Death, you are all in this time. Whether you like it or not, you are all the way in.
Well, coming up tonight, Jon Moxley teams with Claudio Castagnoli and Matthew and Nicholas Jackson to take on Hangman Adam Page, Will Ospreay, Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs and All-Star.
I started the show with two promo segments, and now they got the Young Bucks rolling up in their limousine. Ooh, look at this. Spending some time building up some stuff here. Not just jumping straight into matches. Radio, 13 likes, let's go. Radio, thank you.
The founding fathers, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. They're on Mount Rushmore.
Am I doing all the shows this weekend? I'm trying to.
A little bit of a salute here as they arrive. I must note, quite late to the arena. Call time was much earlier this afternoon.
It's Joe's Soup. Hey man, that rotisserie chicken you made looks incredible. Looks like out of a cookbook or something.
30-minute time limit. Introduced first from Torreon, Mexico. Weighing 211 pounds. He is the
It's Bandito.
World Champion, Bandito.
But he talked about this big week here in Texas. Bandito, he's going to have his dance card.
The most
full,
wanted.
Not only getting action tonight, Friday night, Ring of Honor, Super Card of Honor. He puts his ROH World Championship on the line. Plus, he's also been entered in the Casino Gauntlet match coming up this Saturday, should his number be called.
Look, Brody.
From Van Nuys, California. Weighing 280.
I forget what his song sounds like every single day. Every time his song comes on, I'm like, wait, what's this? Oh yeah. It's like his theme song just doesn't sound very. I don't know. It doesn't have like that hook to grab you, or like a good. Just doesn't sound like anything. It just sounds like instruments.
It's a match that people enter at unpredictable intervals. So the number 1 and number 2 slots have a profound.
He cooked a steak. Ooh. Yeah, J-Rock knows what I was thinking about. That's the song right there.
And important to note, the winner of the Casino Gauntlet match.
Takeshita with his one-fingered glove.
Championship, and for the women's Casino Gauntlet match, top contender for the AEW Women's World Championship.
It's Konosuke. This guy's money.
Tony, we found out last week at
Move Konosuke over a little bit. Konosuke.
for the TNT Championship.
There you go.
Saturday at All in Texas.
And I tell you, Adam Cole has had a lot of challengers, as we know. I think it's his biggest challenge today. Size-wise, there's no doubt there is.
I hope Fletcher wins that match, dude.
He's a great performer, but when you've got Kyle Fletcher and especially Don Callis on the outside,
The new wave oven. Love that limousine by the Young Bucks. Aha. It's very heelish looking, man. You can tell they're trying to get some heat by how that looks. James, welcome. So much pink, yeah. He's head to toe with it.
But I do get your drift.
Don Callis family, Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher coming into battle here tonight against Brody King.
As soon as we hit 20 likes, we'll start doing predictions, guys. So if you have not already put a like on the YouTube stream, I would appreciate it, guys. See if we can see when we can get it. The sooner the better. Especially because YouTube tends to care about stuff like that, like the interactions, comments, thumbs up. So the more thumbs we have, the quicker, the more people might be able to actually get recommended my streams and stuff. So waiting till the end would probably not help as much.
Shoulder tackles repeatedly. Brody seemingly with the advantage.
Yeah, Fletcher's been healing it up, man. I like Fletcher. I hope he wins that title off of Adam Cole at All In. I think Adam Cole is
Very impressed by Brody King. I'm also terrified of Brody King.
not doing much.
I don't blame you. But it's rare,
Dang.
you're right, Taz, that he's in there with someone who he doesn't just knock down like some insect.
Right, exactly. Oh, my God.
Speaking of getting knocked down like an insect,
It just got dropped. Running at
Kyle
this
Fletcher
big
ran into a brick wall right there in Brody King.
Biggest AEW pay-per-view of the year, all in Texas, live from Globe Life Field in Arlington on this Saturday, July 12th, for a limited time. Fans can score $10 Prime Video credit when they purchase AEW's All in Texas on pay-per-view through Prime Video. Scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen.
How about that for a deal? Man, we look forward to this thing. Don, you could come back, your man, with a lot of gold out of
You get a
Sunday.
$10 Prime Video
Saturday.
credit.
Watch this.
It'd be really cool if you got a discount off of AEW pay-per-views for having Amazon Prime.
They'll be a little careful here.
That would be a very good added bonus. And what's it costing them anyway, you know?
With a pair of big matches
It's not like it's
potentially coming up
costing
this
them
week.
extra if you buy the
This
pay-per-view.
Friday night, he will defend his Ring of Honor World
It's not like they have to
Championship against
throw into the shrimp on the bobby or anything. They don't have to do anything to give you the pay-per-view if you buy it. So it's not costing them anything. So they should give you a discount for buying it through them,
along with Brody King,
and
a number of others.
give you another reason to have Prime and keep it.
Part of the men's casino gauntlet match this
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
The match go that long.
Bluegrass knows what that means.
Said he is going to end the match. He's going to end Mark Briscoe before anyone else gets to enter the match.
And that's the importance of having the number 1 or number 2 seed coming up in a casino gauntlet match, obviously.
Yeah, Kyle is a good heel, and he's been very passionate on the mic recently too.
Looking forward to that.
These two men will face off.
Yeah, if Amazon, because they're on Prime, you can get the pay-per-views on Prime Video. So I think that'd be a really cool little little bonus. Prime Day through Friday.
It's always a concern, but here's the thing. And Bandito's going to learn this. You can't teach size. You
More
can't
half a
train
week than a
size.
day.
And as
Prime
athlete as
period.
Bandito is, Takeshita
Prime era.
Too big, too strong, too good.
Takeshita ate the drop kick, collected himself, rolled through, and answered with the lariat low bridge. Brody King
Oh.
over the top, and Kyle
Brody came down kind of sideways. Hope his legs are okay. That's a lot of weight to come down on a knee sideways.
Takeshita swinging a miss.
Jeez. Bandito flying.
Wait a second. Oh my God, here we go.
Takeshita over the top rope. Beautiful. Beautiful, man. This guy's a... oh, wait a minute. Brody King with a super suicide dive. Take it out. Both Fletcher and Konosuke Takeshita. Talk about a splatterhouse.
Like a 747 coming in at DFW. It was like a cruise ship.
Oh, yeah, tonight we have the MJF talk with Mark Briscoe. Dang, dude, all that momentum flying out of the ring. At least he seems okay from that little rough-ish landing that I was just talking about.
And Fletcher now
Chuck wagon.
Flattening out Bandito. Pair of high boots sends Brody King crashing to the floor.
That was great teamwork.
Yeah, great start.
That's right. That was great teamwork.
Great teamwork at the desk. Great teamwork in the ring. Fans are opening contest tonight on Dynamite continues live on TBS and HBO Max.
I got to tell you, Don.
TBS and HBO Max. Roar, roar, roar.
I love how you guys are working on that. It's not a work in progress. It's getting done. It's very impressive.
Thank you very much.
Got any surprises for us coming up at All In on Saturday?
Oh, I do. Well, actually, I have a surprise. You know, maybe tonight.
Maybe
I have
tonight.
instructed my men to remove the mask of Bandito, and then
Oh.
I will then wear his mask for my ring entrance.
Can you take off Excalibur's mask?
Don Callis is going to take Bandito's mask tonight.
Why did I even ask?
Yeah, Collision's tomorrow, but we'll probably be watching Impact instead.
To not only win the Ring of Honor World Championship Friday night, but
I might check in a little bit here or there, but
in the Casino Gauntlet match, should
I
it
think
go on long enough.
I think Dynamite normally is the actual go-home show, and then Collision's just kind of, you know, it'll probably be more of a show to help out the Ring of Honor pay-per-view that's coming up on Friday.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
You have no idea what's happening. Luckily, there's not really much to tell you in this match. It's just the guy in the pink and the Asian guy. They're part of the Don Callis family, and they're mean guys. And then Bandito is the Ring of Honor World Champion, so he's not really ever on the show in a meaningful manner. And Brody King doesn't have much of a story with anybody either. So if you're enjoying this match, you're enjoying it probably the same type of way as anybody who has been watching the show. Yeah, I hope it's free on YouTube as well, Bluegrass. I like that they've been doing that. So what I'm saying is you haven't really missed anything that would make this match much different for you. Heck yeah, James. Kyle's worked on his physique. Heck yeah. He'd look better with that belt for sure. Give him a little bit more of that V physique. Having a belt around his waist. 19 likes already. Dang, you guys are hooking it up. Thank you very much, everybody.
Bandito extending the leg, trying to. Oh, Takeshita.
Well, Fletcher did that earlier for Takeshita, Excalibur trying to pull the rope back.
Yeah, we're seeing some great teamwork here from Takeshita and Fletcher.
Well, you're talking about probably the two best wrestlers on the planet, and they're tagging up. What do you think is going to happen?
What about Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega?
I don't care.
It's going to be safe matches, keep people intact. Man, I would agree with you, but we've already seen people flipping over the top rope and big guys doing suicide dives onto people. I don't know.
Continues tonight on Dynamite. Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita.
Then again, most of the people in this match don't have a match at the pay-per-view from what I know, so.
Fletcher, but Fletcher driving the knees at the midsection.
Great job, Bandito. What a dirty move by Bandito attacking Takeshita, who was on the apron.
Oh, Fletcher put it into the hot tag there.
Moments ago to Brody King, but Bandito.
Oh, there's my favorite spot. Run away from your opponent in the opposite direction. Turn your back on them or run away, and then do the little do-si-do run around. Brody King is in here, just with the big blows, delivering to Kyle. And then Kyle does the same thing. Turn around, turn your back to your opponent and run away.
To his credit, tried to stop that momentum that Brody was having, but Brody too big, too strong, too tough at the moment.
And many times too quick.
Yeah, true.
Oh, Fletcher down in the corner. Brody favors this cannonball senton.
Oh boy. Kyle, look out. Okay, that hurts. Jeez, cannonball in the corner.
Covers made.
See the strength of Brody, man. He just tugged him out of the corner. This is a grown man, and he grabbed him by one leg and just threw him back like 4 feet from the corner into the middle of the ring.
Right out of Van Nuys, California. Look at this impact here. Right to the sternum of Fletcher.
Back to live action. Brody King answers the thrust kick with an elbow strike. Wild swing.
Michinoku.
Center of the ring. What a feat of strength by Kyle Fletcher.
Kyle Fletcher
out of Kyle, but he
doing
had
it.
to do it to slow down and stop this big monster.
You take another look at the strength of Fletcher, the man, Fletcher, who could
Jeez,
man. TNT champion after this Saturday, after all.
It was an interesting take on the Michinoku driver. Bandito with a takedown. Nice Rana. Go straight into the pin, but can't get it. Takeshita kicks out at the very final hour. Very final moment.
Takeshita escapes from the grip of Bandito.
Big forearm. I don't think Takeshita got all of it. No, he did not. There we go.
Good stuff.
Teamwork we've talked about a number of times here between members of Protoshita.
Yeah, like it or not, it's effective. I like the teamwork. The ref will eventually stop it. She's going to have no choice, Aubrey Edwards, but she's yelling at them.
Oh, brother.
Oh, God, this is bad for Bandito.
Bandito! Another Hurricane Rana, huge reversal. Brody.
Yo, their best laid plans turned into a disaster here. Frog splash. 1, 2. Fletcher just falls on the pile to save the pin. Save his team.
Oh, what a shot right upside the head.
Boy, these two teams are leaving it all in the ring, man. What an opening match. Oh, my God.
Clothesline to the legs.
Yeah, it's been a battle for sure.
And there was the quickness of Brody coming through there one more time.
Fletcher's in a bit of trouble here.
Oh, Fletcher escapes the grip. Brody King put on the brakes. A chop across the chest of Fletcher.
Tom, move. Move.
He made her.
As Brody.
And he did.
Oh!
Nobody home for Brody.
Brody King tried the sideways splash on Fletcher and just ended up splatting himself against the barricade. And the barricade didn't move at all. That barricade was unforgiving.
For the 21 plex, but Bandito
Yeah, that had to hurt.
answered with a huge elbow. Nice up kick though from Bandito.
Said 20 likes already? Nice. Thank you guys. We'll start predictions on the next match.
Launches up to the top.
Whee!
And the moonsault takes out Fletcher on the floor. Bandito and Zigiri has to catch the
21
stick.
plex? Gonna hit him with it?
Bandito, the tornado.
What the heck? He didn't make it nearly far enough to land on. Oh, Raging Fire. It's over. Good night, Bandito. Me oh my. He tried to do a super duper flippy extra twist special and just splatted himself to the mat. He tried to get so fancy and just face planted. Bandito was like, watch this. Splat. I think they were trying to say that Takeshita knocked him out of the sky, but he was nowhere near even landing on Takeshita, dude. Takeshita had nothing to worry about. Tacos and tequila in the crowd. Wait a minute, what?
Well, fans, tonight is the start of a massive week for all elite wrestling here.
Hate to be those people in the front. That barricade didn't really move though.
Collision. Special night live tomorrow night, followed immediately by Countdown to All in Texas. Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor this Friday. All in Texas 0 hour.
Oh, it's a t-shirt. Okay. I was like, wow, if that's what's up over here. I would hope that this place is sold out. The tickets for this they had a couple tickets left when I looked earlier. But that's every show this weekend. Every show this entire week has a bunch of tickets left. I haven't checked SmackDown, but that's like the only one. That match was incredible. FTR versus the Outrunners. Masterclass type of stuff. Absolutely the stuff that I like.
FTR, let me tell you this right here and right now. This isn't over. We still got our eyes on you.
I like their song. Sounds like some Stranger Things.
It's been made official for the last stop ahead of All in Texas tomorrow night on Collision. FTR and the Patriarchy taking on Jet Speed and the Outrunners TNT. And
Yeah, we're definitely watching Impact tomorrow. But I'll keep an ear out for anything that you guys tell me is happening on that Collision. Yeah, it was a great match. That was exactly the type of match that I want more of here. But that tag match wasn't that bad either. The match we just saw, it had some very cool spots, dynamic elements, and if they had a story, it definitely could have had a bit more of an oomph to it. I'll be right back. You guys get to hang out with Dudley for a second.
I'm here with FTR and the Patriarchy. FTR coming off of that incredible match with the Outrunners. And Christian, Nick Wayne, you guys are challenging for the AEW Tag Team Championships this Saturday at All In. But before we get there, on Collision, FTR and the Patriarchy teaming up. How's this going to go?
I'll tell you how it's going to go, Renee. Now, I could stand here and I could run down FTR's accomplishments, their whole laundry list of accomplishments, but I don't think we have that much time, do we? And we know they're going to bring their best, and the Patriarchy always brings their best, so I expect nothing but success. And I have to say, I like FTR, I like where your heads have been at lately. I'm very impressed. And I have to say, going into tomorrow night on Collision and into All In on Saturday, if you scratch our backs, we'll scratch yours after we become the AEW Tag Team Champions.
Well, first of all, let me say there's been a lot of miscarriages of justice
Yo, Christian.
in this company, but by far the biggest one is the fact that FTR is not included in the AEW World Tag Team Championship match.
Let's go, man.
All in. But,
I think
it's not like they're
Christian's one of the best things they have here. He's been killing it.
Tag team in AEW
Please no jet speed tonight. You know we're getting jet speed, dude.
Last Saturday on Collision, but
you're surprised Tony never brought up a texting scam? What are you talking about?
We'll be there.
What's that?
We'll be watching. And
what you talking?
This whole back scratching thing. Let's see how tomorrow night goes first. What do you say, man?
Nice jacket.
A lot of moving pieces ahead of the three-way match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship coming up this Saturday.
Comes the evil Richard O'Shea.
Jet Speed and the Patriarchy.
Foxy, I was wondering if you're going to do it. Show some love. Richard O'Shea is here. Yep, it's Stokely Go Away. And I'm glad he did.
Should his number get called this Saturday, but right now, let's go back to the ring. It's Justin Roberts.
From Jackson, Tennessee, Blake Christian.
Hey, it's the vanilla baby or whatever. Vanilla ice cream baby guy.
As you can see, I'm all alone here tonight after what the Gates of Agony did to my boy Lee Johnson. He's not cleared to wrestle. So since I'm all alone, I see no other way than to go straight to the head of the snake himself, Ricochet. And I only hope that he leaves his little weenie dogs in their cage tonight so I can whoop his bald ass one-on-one.
Tony, at Collision last week, Ricochet.
Good luck with that, man. Good luck with that.
Setting Gates of Agony to destruction on Lee Johnson and Blake Christian.
Yeah, they wiped
Make him just a
backstage.
little bigger and move him over. Here we go. All right, so let's see.
Casino gauntlet match. Well, that's when he made his appearance, we'll recall, a year ago in AEW. Yeah. What a shocker that was.
All in London,
How's that a text scam though, Eric? How's that a scam? If she allows people to pay money to text her and people actually pay the money and she actually texts them, that's not a scam.
Ricochet are the Gates of Agony, the missing piece.
Offering a service and then people paying you for it and you deliver the service. That's not scamming people. Scamming people is when you offer a service and then you don't deliver on that service, but you still take people's money. That's a scam. You might not like it. You might think that it's a little weird or something, but that's not a scam.
Profiling this man every week on TV here. It's kind of sad.
All right, here's the prediction. Prediction is in on YouTube, guys. Get your prediction now if you'd like for it to count.
Tomorrow night, special night of Collision live 8/7 Central on TNT, streaming on HBO Max. Ring of Honor Supercard of Honor. You can visit ROHTix.com to join us.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube. Get one. Get in where you fit in, guys. You know what I mean?
Texas, Arlington, still some
and
great
now
seats available. You can join us at Globe Life Field, AEWTIX.com. Scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen as Blake Christian overhand to the top of the head.
That Supercard of Honor is going to be the
oh yeah, my computer's running a lot better now, dude. I had to get all those apps that were starting up with my computer to stop starting up with my computer. All right, here we go. Predictions are open on Twitch as well now, guys. Who do you got? Hey man, if people are that into her that they want to pay to text her, I wouldn't call it anything. I'd call maybe the people who are doing that a little strange, but she's offering something that obviously there's a little bit of a market for. It's not like it's hurting anybody. Might be hurting their bank accounts, but it's not like she's doing anything that's overly suggestive or like making her fans look. I mean, it makes her fans look a little strange, but I don't know.
He's something else. But I'll tell you, you cannot discredit the talent.
I mean, I'm personally, I don't like it, but I have to play devil's advocate for a second and say that's just being a business person. That's just being smart, man. She found a way to make more money doing something that if there's people out there that are gonna pay for it, then I guess they kind of deserve to lose their money a little bit.
Look, your head is not as round as
no, I have a square head. I worked on it for years.
Overpriced? Oh, okay. Well, I don't even know how much it costs.
Like Christian.
But you know, like I said, if people are paying for it, that there's a demand, and I always say something's only worth as much as somebody will pay for it. I bleed Eagles green. It's $100 a month. Wow. Jeez. Wow. If people are paying that, then good on her, and I guess good on them. If that's what they want to spend their money on. He's making a headbang on the bottom turnbuckle.
That's innovative.
Commercialism. America.
Everybody get on the ball train here.
Rick Knox has got a head shaped like a goose.
Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Welcome. James says, "Who's facing Ricochet?" I said it was that Blake Christian guy, and I always try to represent what's going on the screen right here. So if you're ever wondering, you can look right there.
Well, Ricochet's always looking for a little inside game. I think that's what it is, Shibata. You know what I mean? He's always looking for some little inside help. It's a little sketchy, you know?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Predictions are about closed on Twitch. I think they are. And 100% of YouTube believes Ricochet is winning this. I tend to believe you.
3 days from now, we will be in Arlington Globe Life Field for All in Texas. But right now, inside the ring, Ricochet and Blake Christian battling it out. Blake Christian fighting from behind, but trying to work his way back into this match.
That knee strike hit its mark by Ricochet.
Ricochet looking to take flight. Blake Christian into the ring.
There's that spot again where you run away from your opponent. Dang, Ricochet almost got pinned.
And fans, DraftKings official partner of AEW right now. All customers.
DraftKings official partner.
All in Texas pay-per-view. Questions about the main events.
Excalibur. Excalibur. He should add a couple R's to the end of his name, just because.
The crown is yours.
You know, right now we're taking a look at Blake Christian. He's fighting here with purpose.
Yep.
He's here to show.
Bone meal is on the ref job right now.
Was wrong about him. Lee Johnson.
He wants redemption from Lee Johnson. We heard him say that.
Going to miss by Ricochet, but Christian connects.
Well, Christian got all of his.
That's crazy. We were just watching two people in the ring right now. We were just watching last night on Lucha Underground.
By Ricochet, but Christian. Now the cutter from the middle rope. Blake Christian, huge chance here.
Wow, this would be a gigantic upset if he can capture the win.
Blake Christian.
450. Made it look easy.
The leg is hooked. The cover's made, but Ricochet escapes.
Well, I don't know how he escaped because those were a couple of great moves. And I think right now, Blake's
no Don Julio today. Not unless we hit the tip goal.
I gotta say, you know, look, like I said earlier,
I'd have to.
Gates of Agony is a great pick by Ricochet.
I'd have to make sure that this stream is profitable if I'm gonna buy another bottle of that. That was good though. It was probably the best tequila I've ever had. I'm not saying much really, because I've never really had an expensive tequila before. That's probably the most expensive tequila I ever had as well. So I would hope it's the best. Look at this, the People Bridge. He stepped off the backs of Gates of Agony from the barricade to the ring apron. And he's just getting slaughterhoused, and the skeleton ref can't see it.
Ricochet with a decided advantage, and referee Rick Knox none the wiser.
So if you guys would like to see me go get a shot, I could definitely do that, but we're gonna have to hit some tips. The tip link is at the top of the chat, guys. I pinned it at the top of the YouTube chat. So if you'd like to chip in, I would very much appreciate it, guys. Anything helps.
Couldn't he win it right now?
Ricochet,
Vertigo.
2, 3.
Up. Post-match beatdown time. Jeez, Gates of Agony just decimated him with a dual razor's edge. Wasn't that the Bludgeon Brothers finisher? Is that what their finisher was? Am I misremembering? Not sure who you're supposed to root for in this match. I think you're just supposed to not like Ricochet a little less than you already don't like or care about Blake Christian.
But right now, let's head to the back where the remarkable Renee Paquette is standing by.
MJF coming up in mere moments. We finally get this.
All right, well,
No.
Ricochet pulled off the win there.
Because Mark Briscoe wants a one-on-one. See, Briscoe, you're about to get hurt by the Syndicate, baby, and this casino gauntlet match is going to be as fast as that. And I will get one step closer to obtaining what I need, and that is my all.
WB and Jay Montez, welcome everybody.
Let's do a photo shoot. Excuse me. Absolutely, Montez. Let's go, boys. All right, Renee, raffle off some more stupid.
All right. Let's talk the casino gauntlet match.
We're at attendance. Yo, what's going on?
Twitch.
Oh, you gotta be kidding. No.
Twitch said 100% that Ricochet would win. I think somebody just hopped in and messed up the YouTube thing. So I'm gonna call that a tie. Actually, I'm gonna call it a tie. So both YouTube and
Well, guys, stick with us here
and Twitch are gonna
Dynamite.
cancel each other out there.
One-on-one. MJF and Mark Briscoe get their talkie talk.
My favorite speedball? Oh boy.
Track down Jet Speed in their AEW World Tag Team Championship titles, and the talkie talk, as Renee said, is coming up next between Mark Briscoe and MJF. But fans coming up.
Yeah, Kyle. Well, you know, it can be easy, but I feel like the more you care about it, the harder it gets, because you're taking the time to kind of perfect it and just depending on how you stream as well. There's some people who don't read their chat, who don't really do anything but just sit there and play a game. I'm sure that's a little easier than some of the other ways to stream. Unless you're like a world-class speedrunner or something, then you're working pretty hard.
You are great. Maybe the greatest. I defeated the greatest wrestler.
Okada and Omega.
And I was happy to leave it at that. I was happy to close the book. Because on that day it proved that
oh me, oh my. Look at this.
And then of course
Jay Montez, thank you for the bits. Oh yes. Down. Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
The Kenny Omega
Do I watch New Japan? Not really.
the Kazuchika Okada of today is a different
My thoughts on Zack Sabre Jr. getting the title back. I mean, they need to establish new they need to establish younger stars as champions and stuff like that. So it's probably the best thing they can do. I don't know. I don't really watch New Japan or really pay attention to it that much. So in my opinion, they kind of sold out. They kind of sold out a lot of their best people, and now they're paying the price for it. They might have got a couple extra bucks and some promotion, but
it's Kenny Omega versus Kazuchika Okada. There is not one trick that you can pull to ruin that. Oh, no! I'm going to wipe you from the history books of all elite
Bam,
wrestling.
bam, 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 bam. Jay Montez, thank you again, man. Thank you for the bits. You're at the top of the TV. Mary's at the top of the tree. See if you guys can knock Mary off the top. We're about 55% of the way to the bit goal. We're 0% of the way to the subscriber goal. So if you have not already subscribed to my Twitch channel, now would be a really good time.
Family to make it personal. Congratulations. That's exactly what you did. So you're gonna get a different case
Me?
this time.
Two.
Will be a footnote of history, and I will be the author. I'll beat you. I'm doing whatever.
Yo,
Jay
Jay Montez making it happen.
Maybe.
Woo-wee.
That's all I have left.
What is happening?
In this championship.
The first ever AEW Unified Champion winner takes all in the Lone Star State.
The most anticipated match ever in AEW.
Elevated.
Let's leave it all in the ring. One final time for everything.
Yo, we're so elevated. WB, thank you for the bits, man. Yeah, that package, they've shown that package a few times, and it's something that would be absolutely a good example of how they should do most of this stuff here. Give people an idea of what's happened previously. Oh me, oh my, WB, look at this. Yo, radio. Oh, radio. WB, thank you, man. And they go straight into commercial break after the promo package, huh? I would have thought they would add a... Oh, it's weird timing to show the promo package. Would have liked to have a little bit of follow-up where you see like Kenny talking or Okada talking. Maybe that's how they're going to come out of the commercial. Let's see it. Woo, woo, woo. You know it. You guys know it. Dynamite. It's on tonight. Dang, that's almost the first hour down already. The perfect 10. Got the perfect 10. The perfect 10 bits from Jay Montez. Thank you, man. Get a Shoryuken? Oh, you had Pando doing Shoryukens over here. Here it is. Shoryuken. Shoryuken. Our resident necromorph is doing the dang thing over here. Yo. WB, thank you for the perfect 10 bits, and then also thank you for the 5 bits. Burning it down. I feel like the Battle Royal is where Darby returns? Huh. I'm not too sure about that. Maybe though. That might be a good idea, because then he gets a guaranteed title shot, right? And that would put him right where I said he's gonna be. Because I'm saying nobody's beaten Moxley until Darby's back. So maybe that's what's up. Yeah, maybe actually I got that. I get you there. That's actually a good idea. Here we go. Up, it's time. Mark Briscoe. Let's go. WB, thank you for the 2 bits as well, man. Thank you.
Let's be honest. Something else. He really is. He'll pull out those words you don't expect him to say.
Banner in it. Banner in it.
Wow.
Here he goes. I got Jimmy John straight after the commercial. They sneakily Jimmy Johns me.
That possesses the #1 entrance into the men's casino gauntlet match this Saturday at All In, Texas. We've talked at length about how important that #1 spot is. It's a match that can end at any time. Not all the participants
There we go.
need to enter for the match to end.
It's MJF.
Pinfall or submission to capture the #1 contendership for the AEW World Championship.
Joining him, Maxwell, Jacob Friedman, MJF.
And remember what Mark Briscoe said to MJF? He said, "I'll leave the conglomeration at home."
They brought the signs. They brought the pickle signs out.
Well, Hurt Syndicate may have some bigger fish to fry at the moment with their AEW World Tag Team Championship title belts gone missing, courtesy of Jet Speed. But MJF, if Mark Briscoe drawing the #1 spot, MJF, the most hated man in professional wrestling, drawing that #2.
These two guys are from different worlds, different parts of the Eastern Seaboard. Let's put it that way.
No question, and they are certainly both different men. The way they approach life.
MJF just looks
That's exactly right. That's exactly
unbothered
right.
by
But
any of
just-
this. He's like,
if you
what
would
is
please
going on
simmer
here?
down for just a second. It is time
Simmer down.
to have a talkie talk.
See if I can fix this a little bit.
First of all, the phrase talkie talk's about the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
See if I can fix this. My audio is doing whatever it wants.
Trash, redneck.
There we go.
So allow me to speak in a way all of you can understand.
Yeah, I'm not sure that they actually did that, WB. I think maybe it might be the arenas they're in. They had to shrink the entrance a little bit. But they have done it a couple times recently. So maybe they have gotten rid of the tunnels for a bit.
I'm a dog walk you. Do you reckon you all understood that or what?
Do you reckon?
Stepping in the ring with me, that's about as ignorant as throwing rocks at a man with a machine gun. So, my friend, unfortunately for all of you, there will be
Hit him
no
with the
talkie
cornet
talk.
line right there. That's a cornet line.
So, you hillbilly, how about you take a walkie walk back to your meth lab in Dumpster Fire, Delaware, so you can keep on feeding all 95 of your inbred children
Dang.
shoe leather and chicken feed, you pathetic poor.
Dang, MJF. I don't think the talkie talk was supposed to go like that. Hey, do the dance. Yeah, he's talking that trash now.
Now listen here, Pickle. It sounds like to me what you need is a good old country ass whooping.
Yeah, MJF is no joke on the mic, especially when you could tell that he's interested in what he's doing. Sometimes he gets a little repetitive, redundant, and very kind of lax with it. I'm not talking about LAX.
I'm the #1 man, you the #2 man. The bell's gonna go ding, 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 and I'ma commence to whooping your ass the likes of which you've never experienced before. But Saturday is ass whooping day. Wednesday, damn it, is talkie talk day. Now you come out here and you try to berate me, but Max, it just did not work because I'm proud to be a country boy. I'm proud to be a redneck. I'm proud that I've had to work hard for every dollar that I've ever put in my pocket. Now you over there with your big money suit on, your little dumbass scarf that probably costs more than my whole wardrobe. So, you're the rich guy in the ring, right? You're the rich guy. Well, Max,
I thought he was gonna do the B Rabbit. I like Mark Briscoe on the mic too, Dro. Heck yeah.
My friends, the good Lord above has blessed me.
I miss his brother so much, man. He was even better. Freaking Jay Briscoe was a monster on the mic.
Understand, Max, because you call yourself rich, man, but you know what you are? You're bankrupt, man. Matter of fact, the word of the day today is bankrupt, Max.
Bankrupt? Uh-oh.
Because you are morally bankrupt and you have no soul. And that being said, I see right through you, man. You're so predictable. I know what you're about to do next.
I know what you're about to do next.
What you're about to do is you're going to talk some dumb shit about my brother. Try to get me riled up.
Oh, I just brought up Jay too.
Hey,
not in a bad way though.
All week, so go ahead, buddy. Have at it.
Hold on.
Uh-oh. He did the B Rabbit. I know what you're about to say about me.
Say anything.
I did get jumped by all 6 of you chumps.
Your brother's going to go down as one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time. Your brother is going to go down, moreover and more importantly, as one of the greatest human beings who've ever stepped foot in a professional wrestling ring. There is a special place up in heaven for one Jay Briscoe.
Uh-oh, time to flip it. Uh-oh. Here it comes. Here comes the okie doke. However.
I do pity your brother. And not because he passed away. I mean, that's obvious. No. See, I pity your brother.
Yeah, he was
while
canceled
he's up there in those
at one time.
He has to look down and see what you've become.
Oh, dang. It's like that.
And I know he must be rolling in his goddamn grave, Mark. Because he has had to watch his baby brother go from being one half of the greatest tag team of all time, Dem Boys, to being nothing more than a joke. Matter of fact, I'm no betting man, mainly because I already have more money than every single person here in this Ponunk Arena. But if I was, I'd be willing to make a bet that if by the grace of God up above, if your brother was somehow able to be here in the flesh tonight, I know exactly what he'd say to you, Mark. He'd say, chicken, it shouldn't have been me in that accident.
Oh.
It should have been you.
Oh, takedown. Dang.
That was horrible what he just said. Crossing the line.
Wow, man. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Nadia, welcome. Somebody's about to die. Goodness gracious, man. Have to turn that down. This always gets me got. Scathing promo there. Oh my god, it's Jet Speed! Jet Speed's here, guys! Jet Speed's here. They're getting the upper hand. John Joe's got the upper hand. It's Jet Speed. They're here to even the score.
Jet Speed, they came out here, Shibata, with those tag team titles that are not
They
theirs.
beat down MJF, or not, they beat down MVP, they beat down Bobby Lashley, they beat down Shelton Benjamin. Pandemonium.
After the beatings they've endured from the Hurt Syndicate. Yeah, if it goes like what happened on Saturday, we could have new World Tag Team Champions. We'll recall what happened to Shelton Benjamin.
Kevin Knight came out here with his legs looking so skinny, looking like his name should be Chicken. I'm one to talk, my legs are really skinny too, but still. I'm not the one beating up Shelton Benjamin over here and Bobby Lashley. Wearing shorts.
Once again, Jet Speed, especially.
What is this? Wow, they put Shelton right into the steel steps. Loving this shirt. Ah, thank you. You remind me of the Babe. Babe with the power. Power of voodoo. Hoodoo. You do. Do what? Remind me of the Babe. Dance, magic, dance. It's time to do the magic dance. That was the dance that MJF was just doing when he was making fun of Mark Briscoe. He was doing the magic dance.
Never think you would see Taz, the Hurt Syndicate, down like this.
Bowie does rock. Heck yes.
They broke into Hurt Syndicate's locker room, took those tag team titles earlier tonight.
One of my favorite shirts.
And now attacking from behind.
I'm lucky, man. I don't see too many people with David Bowie shirts.
Involved in the match this Saturday, the Patriarchy. Of course, Kip Sabian doing the bidding
Not the most common occurrence out and about.
this Saturday and all in Texas. Yeah, Christian Cage is a vulture.
Labyrinth song. Stop. I already think you're cool. Hey, man. What if I smelled like the bog of eternal stench? Did you still think I was cool? Space Oddity. Aha. Yeah, I don't know the whole discography or anything like that. Oh, wow. Christian with the leg cracker. Oh, my goodness. No, dude, they're trying to get some of that nice crab meat out of Bobby Lashley right now. Yeah, I like Let's Dance.
Yeah, this is without a doubt the most vulnerable we have seen the Hurt Syndicate since their arrival here in AEW.
There is no way Lashley will be 100% on that.
I think your coolness outweighs the bog.
Shelton Benjamin now inside the ring at the mercy of Jet
That means a lot to me, man. That means a lot to me.
A glancing blow, but it was still
Never know when you're going to lose your footing and cross there.
Just like this.
UFO splash. Wow, so this is how they're going to do it. This is how they're doing it. This is how they're making the Hurt Syndicate look like they're touchable. They beat the heck out of him. They Pillmanized his legs and everything. And there's two other teams in the match. I'll give Tony Khan some props here. He equalized it.
Shifting sands for the AEW World Tag Team Championship three-way match. The Hurt Syndicate now finds
I don't smell like the bog of eternal stench. It's just a joke about Labyrinth.
the number 1 spot held by Mark Briscoe, number 2 spot by
Better than the rails. Oh boy, here we go. Machine Head. Yeah, Jet Speed getting payback for getting super duper tenderized the other week.
Chris Statlander as the number 2 entrant in the women's casino gauntlet match. At all
Why does Ty Mello look like she's up to something in this picture? She looks like she knows something we don't.
Hey, you want to go all in for all in?
I don't understand.
She looks like she's up to something.
DraftKings. He's going to explain.
This Saturday, DraftKings is offering a free-to-play pool with $10K in prizes. If you
Tommy has a lot of music and acting celebrities in it. Tommy?
Tommy?
It's just called Tommy, that's it?
Who's going to be walking away with that AEW?
No subtitle or anything?
So all I have to do is sign up at DraftKings.
Oh, 197 Tommy?
Pretend to know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
You've been doing that for years.
Does it start? Does the movie start with 1970? I was like, oh, is that the beginning of it? 197 Tommy? Is it about like a evil telephone number or something? It's Megan Bayne.
This is a four-way match for the number 2 spot in the women's casino gauntlet at All In Texas.
Na 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 na.
Being accompanied
Na
by
na 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 na.
Ford from Thessaloniki, Megan Bayne.
It's a musical movie.
Megan Bayne, perhaps the odds-on favorite to capture that number 2 spot, but Taz in a four-way match. As we mentioned, Chris Statlander, the number 1 entrant.
Is the Rizzler in there?
Megan Bayne.
Not the bog of eternal stench. James knows.
Correct. This is going to be a hard-hitting bout between these women.
Hey, Thekla is getting a almost one-on-one match.
Casino Gauntlet for this Saturday.
Kind of Clockwork Orange-like, huh? That was so funny last night on the stream here, where I was like, did they have a Crash Test Dummy movie where they like resurrected one from the dead? That was so funny.
The import from Austria, who really cut her teeth competing in Stardom in Japan until she was.
She looks like she's having trouble seeing where the ring's at.
She is that volatile, that unpredictable, and she brings that unpredictability. Not only here,
You might see it this weekend. Wait, do they have like a local theater that shows cult classic type of stuff? I used to go to those. I've seen oh gosh, what was the last movie I saw there? I think maybe Princess Bride.
Yeah, loads of disdain. Yeah, that Thekla, she comes out with a load of intensity. You know, sometimes you got
The band, Canadian rock band. Oh, I thought you were talking about the movie.
and feel the moment to build that adrenaline up. Statlander watching on here.
So this is Ty Mello's new theme song. Call my basement.
Ty Mello recently returning to the ring after a
Anna Jay. She's with her. Yeah, Dawson. But I don't blame them. They don't really have a reason to care other than just like memories, you know. I haven't really done much, and these women have had about a month of just being in these multi-women cacophonies. None of them have had anything to do besides just fight each other in multi-women madness for the last like month.
First shot was fired by Bayne onto Thekla.
No, not surprised at all. I think Megan Bayne realizes how dangerous Thekla is.
I need Ty Mello.
Now wiping out Ty Mello and Queen Aminata.
There she is. Found her. See if I can loop her in somewhere here. Here, she'll be peeking right through Megan Bayne's arm.
Right. You know, she's best buds, obviously, you know, with Megan Bayne, so you got to be careful with Penelope. She's unpredictable on the outside.
But likewise, Anna Jay in the corner of Ty Mello as Thekla, the toxic spider, takes flight here.
Yeah, it involved her. But it's just, it's so, like, those type of details are so minute, Raw Paulo, that it's just, it's not really a story at that point. It's just like a, it's like a piece of little trivia. It's not really a story. There's a difference between story and just little trivia. Like, oh, what was the dew point on the day that Thanos came to Wakanda? You know, it's like the story is Thanos came to Wakanda. The dew point is like, that's a fun little thing to know about, but it's just such a minute piece of what happened that it's just I don't really allow that to be story. Who was like around, or you know, that stuff is so lazy and just it's not story to me. It's just it's not enough, man. I'm glad you know it, but I think that's part of the reason that they have trouble getting a casual audience, because, dude, that's not the type of thing a casual audience is going to even remotely remember. Yeah, the past history together thing. That, you see what I'm saying? Like, that quote right there is... It's something that is utilized so often here, but without it being meaningful. And then it just becomes like, oh, yeah, I guess that's the story. But yeah, you're right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying it to me, that's part of the trouble they're having, gaining a lot of viewers that are going to actually follow these people for the story that they're telling, and not just to see a bunch of violence. AEW Zarya, between her and Megan Bayne, they both definitely have that like larger and dominant look to them and attitude. I could see some of that. Let's put a prediction on this. Let's see who you guys think is going to win this.
Those long legs to punish Tekla. Tekla's extremely flexible, but everybody has their
wins.
The counter there. Nice counter into that cover.
This would be a good one because it's multiple people here, so there's a very realistic possibility that it could be anybody. Queen Aminata. I'm just gonna put Queen so we can get this in here quicker. Tekla. Ty. Or Megan Bayne.
Saturday she calls that chocolate kisses, and she wanted me to call it that.
Oh boy! All right, prediction is open on YouTube, guys. Get one if you'd like one. Predictions are open on YouTube.
Name that one, buddy.
That's probably Spider A. Jones. I mean, that's right.
Spider A. Jones. What is going on? Spider A. Jones. Thank you, Taz. All right, predictions are open on Twitch now as well, guys. Get a prediction if you'd like one.
Women's World Championship, Ty Mello mistimed it. As now looking for the cover, but Queen Aminata there to break things up.
Yeah, she went for that quick cover. Not able to get it, but now
Spider A. Jones. Sound like logic? 60% of YouTube believes that Ty Mello's winning this. That's interesting.
Now going to work the largest competitor in this match, having her way with Aminata and Ty.
Gotta be careful here.
Taz always trying to save the segment. Taz is fun. Oh, it's time to retweet the tweet for sure. Center of the ring. They're great. Excalibur with the undercover Frosted Flakes ads every time he talks. All right. We have retweeted the tweet. Thank you to everybody who has retweeted the tweet, by the way. Sharing the stream. I see WB. I see Tim. I see J-Rock. I see Joe Soup. Oh, my goodness. Thank you to Radio, Ryan, Robert Stone, and Kaylee for hooking up the earlier tweets. I see you guys. Thank you for helping me to spread the word to the streets. Retweet the tweets. Repost the posts. Or Kool-Aid Man. I'm standing by the Excalibur should add a couple R's to his name at the end. Excalibur.
From winning, but a high boot by Ty Mello. Bayne back into the fray. Yeah, when you see
Megan Bayne should absolutely win this, dude. I thought she should have beat Toni Storm for the title, but now I know why they didn't do it. But I think they could have gave her the title for like 2 weeks or something, and then had Toni Storm win it back. If they really wanted to have Toni Storm versus Mercedes at All In. Megan Bayne, I feel like she needed that, dude. I like her, but that would have mut her over the top as a monster.
It's a great move, I get it, but but she needs to pin someone to move on here.
Is anyone having auto problems? What do you mean auto problems? The 8 of us. What's up? Welcome to the stream, by the way. You want Roxanne Perez? You want her to sign your Florida Gators hat? Yeah, Clay. Well, you should find a way to get to the. You should find a way to get to one of the Fanatics Fan Fest things and stuff. Like, figure out where she's gonna be at and save your money, or if you need to. I eat sugar frosted flakes every morning. No, I do not. No, I do not. I'd say my most my most normal breakfast involves oatmeal, actually. I eat a lot of oatmeal. It's very has protein. It's really healthy. And I've gotten to the point where I don't really need a whole lot of like sugar or normally if I'm gonna add sugar, I'll just cut up some like peaches or something and put it in there.
Wow. Well, I don't know if Bane got herself out of bounds out of the ring, or if the momentum of the knee strike did it.
But it saved her, Taz.
I do have a lot of cereal that I could eat in case of like a breakfast emergency, but
she's doing a little jaw jacking, and now Tekla, thunderous right elbow striking.
Tekla's crawling around.
On the hunt as
just crawling around.
Charging in the
spear
from Tekla.
Dang. Mello catches a heck of a spear, and then Aminata just kicks her in the back of the head for her troubles.
Biggest event of the year coming up on Saturday here on Wednesday. 4 women
Goodness.
beating the hell out of each other.
You said you're having audio troubles? Is that it? Is that what you're trying to say? Audio, maybe. Hopefully not. Are you guys having audio troubles?
But Aminata using those legs to power out of the grip of Tekla.
How about ice cream for breakfast? No, never.
The running kick off with her head, but wait a second, Penelope Ford. And now Anna Jay stopping Penelope. That's a 4-way match. There's no disqualifications as
Anna Jay and Penelope. And they brawl off.
Bane just wiped out Aminata. And now Bane brings Aminata up, and
Megan Bane running powerbomb. Megan Bane wins. Dang. I was saying that she should win out of everybody. She's a super savage. There you have it, guys. Megan Bane only had 11% of the vote on YouTube. Let's see what it was looking like on Twitch. Megan had 0% on Twitch. Wow. So YouTube actually won with 11%. Wow.
first pinfall or submission will earn the winner a shot at the AEW Women's World Championship.
Oh, how much did you put? Oh, maybe that's why it only said 0%, because maybe you just didn't put a lot. Well, you won all the gritty Twitch points off of that. It told me it was 0. Oh, so you put what, 70 points on it or something? Now you got some points to wager. She's got a fun theme song, but it's it kind of leaves the arena sounding quiet while the theme's going on. There you have it. Well, once again, Tekla gets to go back to doing all the rest of her stuff she likes doing. Luckily, she's an artist and all that, so she probably has other stuff to worry about and deal with and have fun with outside of just wrestling. Good here, yeah. I'm not seeing anybody saying that there's any audio issues, so I'd say maybe refresh or close your browser and reopen it, something like that. Yeah, I agree. You said Tekla should have gotten more offense in. Absolutely, it should have been the Tekla and Megan Bane show for more of the match, in my opinion. But then again, you have a returning Ty Mello too, so she needs offense. I can kind of see why that they did it this way. It's they could be doing a lot here. You got a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever jersey today. Nice, Alex. How much did that cost? Dang, we're in the home stretch now. Can't believe the show's almost over. But hey, time flies when you're having fun, and this show has definitely kept its rhythm going. Hopefully they'll find something good for all these women to be doing next. It's just their time is so short. They do like one women match a show. It had Mia Yim on the sign. Oh man, he can't escape her. That's funny. That's cool they didn't take it away. They let them keep it out there. You know, sometimes they grab people's signs if they're not down with the cause. $80. Nice. Well, I hope you like it, man. Is it a home jersey, away jersey? What color is it predominantly? Are they doing the Jimmy Johns to me again during the commercial break? I think they are. Oh no, they didn't.
Unfortunately, you did not earn
here's
the
Tekla.
spot in the women's casino gauntlet match. However, there's no denying the impact that you've made here in AEW.
I need to get a new picture of her, though.
You've not even been pinned in the time that you've been here. So should your name get called this Saturday afternoon,
all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you hear, and somebody just runs up, and it's Queen Amanada.
Between these two women, we now know that Megan Bain is entering the women's casino gauntlet match at number 2. All in Texas is going to...
I knew you were going to say something stupid.
It is a certainty. It is a certainty. I will win this casino gauntlet match in Texas and all in on Saturday night. I'm going to kill your ass. You cut it, son of a bitch.
Dang, we got death threats. Renee Young couldn't keep it together at all. I'm gonna kill you. This is the best part of the show, man. Bum ba bum. Bum ba bum. Bum ba la 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 la. It's time for Wheeler Yuta to get his wheels realigned, his axle realigned.
With Samoa Joe here tonight, his opponent drawing the short straw.
It's a certainty. I'm gonna win.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing 199 pounds.
Time for that one Muppet to come down the aisle. He looks like that Muppet. Is his name Grover? What the heck is the name of that guy? I don't remember. He's got hair that's just like... Is Pac hurt? Pac was hurt, that's why he's gone. I don't know what the ETA of his return is or anything like that, and I'd like to keep it that way, you know? I wish him the best, but I don't want to know anything about his recovery right now. I just want to see him as soon as he's ready. And I want it to be a surprise. Is that his name, Animal? Animal Yuta.
Hangman Adam Page these last few weeks, and that
Samoa Joe is money.
With our AEW World Champion Jon Moxley.
And that tells me that Wheeler Yuta is here. Wouldn't surprise me if Samoa Joe had to contend with more than Wheeler Yuta. That's been the MO
Oh boy.
of Death Riders. But what about how Wheeler Yuta has changed? Not only the way he wrestles, the way he approaches, but the way he looks. It's a completely different person than we remember about 2 years ago.
Well, since his betrayal of Bryan Danielson, since joining up
Samoa Joe.
and the Death Riders, Wheeler Yuta.
Let's put Yuta.
A different man than
All right, predictions are open on YouTube, guys. YutaTube.
He's got a 2-on-1 right there, wrist control.
Get a haircut.
Down, pick an ankle or single leg on Joe. If you can, I would try to get Joe on the mat.
Samoa Joe or Yuta.
Alleviate the size advantage.
Oh, but Joe.
The opposite way, yeah.
All right, predictions are open on Twitch.
Taz to Hart, bringing Yuta down to the mat.
You know, Joe has had such a storied career. If you can add to that, he was the last
Get your
wrestler
prediction
to
in
Jon
if you'd
Moxley
like for yours to count. So it is one. YouTube has one, and Twitch has 0. It's actually the opposite of this.
You see someone put their hand in the air in a pro wrestling match that they're challenging you to a test of strength.
See if Twitch can even the score here, or if YouTube's going to go up by 2.
I didn't think it would. I don't know why you did that. He's smarter.
Here we go. Purple is Twitch, red is YouTube. So far, YouTube has drawn the first blood in this showdown.
Staggers Joe back. And Joe to walk off. Oh, wait, Yuta tried to break his fall, but
Animal versus Sweet Tooth, yeah.
Playing possum there for a second. Sorry, Excalibur, go for it.
No worries. NASCAR's in-season challenge coverage continues this Sunday, July 13th.
This jersey is their home jersey, which is navy blue. Nice.
True TV and streaming on HBO Max.
Is that your favorite player? How'd you choose that jersey out of every jersey?
Love Joe's reaction to that. Almost
Joe,
even looked
Joe,
up to the
Joe.
ceiling, wanting to know if something fell off from the ceiling. Oh, God, he's laying it in. TNT champ, world champ.
I don't know why you waited so long to do so. Is it a good show, or is it just a like comedic type of like schlock? From what you've seen so far. Because the reason I haven't watched it yet is because they made it look like a comedy, and I'm just not like there is some comedy to Twisted Metal, but like the aesthetic looked a little weird to me. Because I've played Twisted Metal since it first came out. It's a balance of comedy and serious. Okay. Yeah, because I didn't get that feeling from the trailers and stuff. I just got straight up comedy.
Taz, you know, I was perplexed
It was
with the early
good.
goings of this match because earlier tonight these fans here
Show is so
are a great crowd,
good.
by the way.
Dang, it's that good.
Chanting bald at Ricochet.
Yes, they were.
But then they were telling Wheeler Yuta to get a haircut.
Yeah, they're obsessed with hair here in this part of Texas. It's a cow thing.
Okay.
Yuta's got an advantage here.
Yuta is just clobbering Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe in the corner. Wheeler Yuta needs to press this advantage as Joe.
Oh yeah, there's comedy in Twisted Metal. In the games, they had some of the funniest stuff in those games, but it's just I felt like it was like the way they advertised it didn't look like it was the right type of balance for the way I felt about the series, the way I felt about the games.
Rest of the Death Riders at ringside. Joe launches in that kick, and now big elbow drop. Joe with the cover. Shoot. Leg hooked.
I mean, this ref is really pounding those 1, 2, 3 counts. Right now, Samoa Joe has 100% of the vote on YouTube. Be sure to get a prediction in here, guys.
a great week here.
I think the predictions are closed on Twitch though. The time has ran out.
No doubt about it. Now Joe trying to twist the head off of Wheeler Yuta.
How many episodes are there in the first season? Maybe we could watch some of them.
Takes place at the Sheraton.
Sounds like it could be fun.
Of course, that is right close to the stadium. That begins on Friday.
It's your favorite player. Okay. You have Sophie Cunningham. Sophie Cunningham, blue shirt. Get here on Friday. Dang. Okay, Alex, I see you.
Count on Wheeler Yuta. This match, a battle between the Ops and the Death Riders ahead of our big All-Star 8-man main event tonight. And of course, we are here in Texas all week long, and you can get ready for the biggest AEW pay-per-view of the year, all in Texas, live from Globe Life Field in Arlington this Saturday, July 12th. For a limited time, fans can score a $10 Prime Video credit when you purchase AEW's All in Texas.
Oh, he actually said the lines, but they just dubbed it over. I see.
Event of the summer, only on Prime Video.
I'd vote for DQ if I could have. Yeah, normally I don't do that though. Normally I don't put disqualification on there.
May not like it, but it's a pretty good counter to the Muscle Buster.
And Yuta, the drop kick takes Joe off his feet. Not an easy task, Taz.
No doubt. And whoa, Yuta went flying.
Wheeler Yuta trying to neutralize the size advantage, doing a good job. At least for the last few moments, Yuta back to the top.
Yuta off the top like a haircut. Like what they said he needed.
Flying elbow, he takes Joe down. Now the cover.
One.
Oh, Joe.
Dang. Joe kicks out at one.
Showing the toughness, being a veteran that Joe is. He's so battle tested. These highs having a size advantage. Just being battle tested it's tough to even explain. People know what I mean when I say it, but it's just a certain grizzle you have on your body.
And remember, Wheeler Yuta out here alone, fighting Joe one-on-one because his partners, John Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, are teaming up with Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, part of tonight's main event. Wheeler
tonight?
Cover, two. Now the kick out in Wheeler Yuta.
He says tonight like Mercedes said between, not between, between, tonight.
Yeah, right now Wheeler Yuta doing a hell of a job here, Taz.
Sure is, but you didn't want Joe to get to his feet, and that's what happened. That's the problem.
A knee strike to the midsection by Yuta.
Oh, jeez, Manhattan.
Stopped in his tracks, and Joe takes him down the high boot and the senton. Joe the cover.
Senton for the pin. Not for the win, though.
Able to kick out. I mentioned Wheeler Yuta.
Yuta got out of there, but just barely.
Is Samoa Joe, his partners on the opposite side of that all-star 8-man tag. It'll be Powerhouse, Shibata, the cover, two, and Yuta able to kick out Hobbs. Shibata teaming up with Will Ospreay and Hangman Adam Page. That match just moments away as this battle continues here on Dynamite.
Oh, Joe just hit that snap slam, that classic patented Samoa Joe quick snap, scoop slam, I should say, power slam.
That was cool right there. You saw that? The ref got between them, and Yuta used that as a way to just punch Samoa Joe right in the head and get a little bit of the momentum back in his favor here. German suplex. Nah, man. Samoa Joe. Oh! Pulled a Mike Tyson on Samoa Joe. Oh, that's it. It's over. It's over. Yuta got clipped. That's done. Yuta got choked out. 100% of YouTube thought Samoa Joe would win this, and 100% of Twitch thought Samoa Joe would win this. I guess we got lucky I didn't do a DQ on this, because you would have voted for DQ, and then Twitch would have actually lost the prediction there. So it worked out. Twitch stays in the fight. YouTube and YouTube and Twitch both scoring the point and kind of canceling each other out. But I'll put the point on here. Don't go anywhere. It all comes down to this. Na. Powerhouse Hobbs with his Unsolved Mysteries theme song. His theme song sounds just like Unsolved Mysteries. Na, 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 na. They were like, yo, Powerhouse Hobbs, what do you want your theme song to sound like? He's like, yo, I used to love that show, Unsolved Mysteries. Can you make that my theme song? They're like, not exactly. But I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll get back to you in 22 minutes. And then 22 minutes later, they had this theme song. Glad Samoa Joe won that right there. It was getting to that point where I was like, all right, come on. All right, Yuta, you're good, but you're not. Come on, Samoa Joe here. This is the guy. This guy was previous world champion. You've been previous, like, what, pure champion on the Ring of Honor Club. Come on, man. It's time to go down. Wheeler Yuta. Animal Yuta loses. Breaking news. Devin Booker has agreed to 2 years extension for $145 million. What the heck? How do they have that much money to give one player? That's crazy, man. How much money is the NBA making? $145 million for one player for 2 years. Think about that. And you have to have a whole team of people. It's not like you just pay one guy and that's your whole team. I don't know how the NBA has money like this. I know they sell jerseys and tickets and stuff, but jeez, man, that's a whole lot of jerseys. Did they hit me with the Jimmy Johns here or no? Making bank for sure. Making pancakes, making bacon pancakes. He's making bacon pancakes. Perfect.
Tonight is an all-star 8-man tag team match. Civil War ball, late 30-minute time limit. In the ring, Katsuyori, Shibata, and Powerhouse Hobbs.
2/3 of the AEW World Trios champions found themselves just seconds to
Here we go.
the other Trios champion, Samoa Joe. The mercenary that
There
does
we go.
riders
Let's
gave
see if they
Kid
talk over his entire entrance. Dang, look at this outfit. Nice white. White and all the feathers.
Will Ospreay will step into battle this Saturday afternoon at All in Texas alongside Swerve Strickland to take on Matthew and Nicholas Jackson. But remember last week, Taz, Ospreay threw out the challenge. The Young Bucks, if they
It's Will O, guys. Will O.
But if Ospreay and Swerve lose the match, they can't challenge for the AEW World Championship.
Not this Will O.
Something that Ospreay
This Will O.
sort out with Strickland earlier.
No, he didn't, because Strickland was not exactly happy about that, Shibata. So hopefully these guys come Saturday can work as a cohesive unit with no issues.
And remember the sound. Are they going to talk over the chanting?
See how he feeds all the excitement of the fans, much like Swerve does.
I mean, there is no doubt.
Yes, they are. Of course they are.
Are two incredible singles competitors, but they will be stepping into the ring with perhaps one of the greatest tag teams of all time this Saturday at All in Texas.
Right, two great singles competitors in Ospreay and Swerve that have egos. I mean, that's just the business. That's how the business works. Where you have a tag team in the Bucks that are brothers that love each other since they're little kids, right? So
Hangman Page.
From Aaron's Brink, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, Hangman Adam Page.
my man right here, Excalibur, he has got a massive opportunity come this Saturday at Globe Life Field, man. And I like his chances.
They filmed their own camera. Instead of filming Adam Page, they filmed their own camera. They always talk when wrestlers comes out. Yeah, I don't care about them setting up the match and all that. It's just when the crowd is being the loudest and most interactive that they've been for any entrance, and they know that the chant is coming, they should probably lay out for a second and let the crowd be the star. It'll make more people want to go to the shows, and it just sounds cooler. Like, you want to go to a show and chant Ospreay and know that Excalibur is going to be incessantly growling over your entire chant, and like the part where you get to be the coolest part of the show with the crowd interaction is just not going to matter at all, and the people running the show don't care. It's just not the best move to me, man.
The way they have acted over the last year or so. Just abusing their powers. Yes.
You have cream and gold or black and blue. It's white. It's like white and gold. He came out in a white and gold jacket with feathers. It looked awesome.
These two guys are two parts of why people like us have jobs and why this company's here. So you got to give that respect to the Young Bucks, in my opinion.
It's John Moxley. The way it starts with this, like, wah wah. I have a feeling they're going to look back on that and be like, dang, man, we shouldn't have done that first part.
Joining them, Claudio, Castagnoli, and the AEW.
Wait a minute. He said his name wrong. Claudio Castagnoli. Who's Castagnoli? What the heck? Who's Castagnoli? Clay, what's up, man? I know, you always tell me you want to meet Roxanne, and I always tell you the same thing, dude. I'm going to stop responding to your messages if you're going to continue to say the same thing over and over again and not respond to what I tell you or what I say afterwards. Because it's becoming a one-way street, and I'd like to have a conversation with you, and I like having you in here, but I'm just going to stop responding to your messages if they continue to be the exact same message with no, like, with no, what do you call it? No progression to the situation. So let's talk, man. Let's have a conversation.
And all in Texas, just 3 days away. Coming up this Saturday afternoon, special start time of 3 p.m. Eastern. We cannot wait for you to join us either this Saturday in Arlington or live around the world on pay-per-view and Prime Video.
So many great matches, I think, though.
There's more people in the match than this, by the way, guys. Like this, I feel like this spills it out pretty well. So just trust me, there are even more people in here. Let's do the prediction, the final prediction of AEW Dynamite. Please consider and please understand, we are not done with the stream after Dynamite is over, guys. Dynamite is not the end of my stream. I'm going to be streaming past that, but you're going to need to get to my Twitch channel. Twitch is where the show is going to keep on rocking. So get to twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. That's where I'm at. That's where we're going to be. All right, so let's put good guys, bad guys.
That's the thing, that's, in my opinion, the one little flaw that Hangman has is he's got a temper. Right. He's got a temper.
The minivan. We have arrived in the minivan, guys.
You know how well they know him, how well they know him.
They certainly do, and I'm sure they
rolling up in the minivan.
All of those tips with John Moxley. Moxley perhaps hoping that Hangman.
All right, predictions are open on YouTube. So get your prediction in now if you'd like for it to count, guys. Good guys, bad guys. All right, predictions are open on Twitch now as well. Let's get them. Angry Yo-Yo, what's up? You think beat Moxley? No. I think nobody's beaten Moxley until Darby's back. That's been what I've been saying for like 6 months, and I'm not changing it now. I'm sticking with it. I think everybody else is just a distraction. Just somebody to keep the show moving and to give everybody a little bit of hope that the Death Riders will end up losing it, but I don't think any of it has been solid. I think it's just been distractions. I think Darby is the one who's taken the title off of Moxley, and until we see Darby, there will not be a title loss. But we'll see.
Well, as you knew they were, all 8 competitors.
I know a lot of people wish that the Death Rider stuff would end, but we've been going through it for so long. I'd rather it just end the right way than end abruptly, because then it was all for nothing. If they just end it just to end it, we sat here for months going through this storyline, and it'll be for nothing if that's what happens. I'd rather it end the right way. I'd rather end the way that they set it up to end, and for it to have all been for something, to get somewhere that they planned on going when they started it.
The Hobbs and Ospreay, and this match continues. Don't go anywhere.
I wonder if Hangman was reminding Marina of the buckshot a week ago.
I am happily surprised Marina's even here.
Yeah, maybe angry. Paige, Will, or MJF? None of them. None of them. I think Darby is going to win it. I think that's who they set up as the guy who actually cared about getting everybody together on the same page and defending AEW against the threat, the incredible threat that the Death Riders were supposed to be back then and all that. And they set him up to be the guy who was going to put all this together and end up taking the title off of Moxley. And I think everybody else is just like, they keep throwing it together to make it look like a little bit of a distraction. Like, oh yeah, this guy might win it. I think they're just biding their time. They're waiting until they have Darby back, and then it's on. So no, I don't think Will. I don't think Hangman Page, Will, or MJF.
And here we go.
Unless you're talking about if like Moxley gets it back after he loses it to Darby, like in the distant future.
Inside the ring, Taz, keeping Rick Knox occupied with Hangman, Shibata, and Hobbs.
Yeah, it's very smart. It's a simple strategy, but Nicholas is doing it the right way. Like it or not, it works.
And I think it's a much more interesting story if Will and Swerve lose at the pay-per-view as well, and they can't challenge for the world title.
Right hand into the face of the aerial assassin, and
I think that'll make them just really start doubting the alliance and not trusting each other. Plus, I really don't think they've set up the Young Bucks losing power as something major, and it's not major enough for that to be like a cool outcome at the pay-per-view. Oh, jeez. Will Ospreay tossed right into the steel steps. Shoulder first. Ouch.
Will Ospreay went into the steps a lot harder.
Well, again,
right now, the good guys have 62%. 62%.
They are risking injury even before the big match is coming up on Saturday.
$1,000,000,000% correct on that. I mean, that is a fact, and you're right.
Now the leg is hooked, the cover is made, but Ospreay able to kick out. Nicholas, great tag team general. He saw Ospreay escape into the corner, trying to find the tag, cut Ospreay's momentum off.
Statlander and Megan Bain starting out the women's casino gauntlet.
That the Bucks do Excalibur. You've called so many matches for so many years before AEW, so you know there's psychology. Tags psychology is awesome.
Yeah, that is what Ospreay and Swerve are going to have to contend with this Saturday at All in Texas.
Good bear hug there.
Our Dynamite main event underway, just 3 days away from All in Texas in this match. A sneak preview of what will go down Saturday afternoon in Arlington at Globe Life Field. Will Ospreay.
Arlington. I'm surprised he didn't say it with extra R's. Arlington.
Look at it, trying to just a hand on the face, a bear paw smothering Ospreay.
Gonna sneak along ringside and steal that code. I'm sure he could afford another one, Foxy.
Powerhouse went to Shibata, Hangman Adam Page.
You might get away with that. You totally forgot about Darby. Yeah, I know a lot of people did, and I think that's why any of this has been even remotely successful, is because people see the next challenger as like the guy who could stop the Death Riders, so they want to see that happen. But Darby's the guy, man. He's the guy that they built up as the one who would end up doing it. So I'm sticking with the main story, because they could have exited the premises. They could have abandoned ship and hit the eject button already on this Death Rider stuff. They could have already been out of here, man. They've had some pretty legit looking challengers.
Castagnoli intercepts the boot of Nicholas. Face first in the ring post.
Yeah, Nicholas telegraphed that.
Look at this.
Yeah, I don't know, Angry. I have ideas, but I'd rather not even talk about them too much, because I think I might be right, and I don't want to spoil it. But I would say just be in here on Saturday.
Sure does.
You guys want to know what's going to happen? Saturday's the day. AEW All In. It's finally here, man. Well, almost.
Texas for the AEW World Championship. It will be a Texas death match.
Yeah, it's the biggest week of Hangman's life, no doubt about it. And he's wrestling like it right now.
Well, the legal man is Claudio. He did tag Matthews back, unbeknownst to Hangman.
And now the opposite side.
It's Claudio Castagnoli. Is that what Roberts called him? Castagnaro?
The Patriarchy teaming up with FTR to take on
Castanora. That's what he said, Castanora.
so much more going down tomorrow night, but right now, Castagnoli changing levels, Taz.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. It's a good veteran maneuver.
It's like recently when
After doing shots towards the head.
Oh, what's her name? The WWE announcer lady? Lillian Garcia. She said it's a #1 containers match. Like it was a bunch of Tupperware fighting against some other boxes or something. The #1 containers match. Who will be the #1 container? I'm gonna say Ziploc.
Powerhouse Hobbs saw Moxley sneaking in, and Hobbs, big time lariat, takes down the world champion.
Shibata's legal here. Here he comes.
Katsuyori, Shibata, the high
Katsuyori. All right, we're getting our weekly dose of Shibata bread, guys. Katsuyori Shibata bread. Best Tupperware parties.
The battle between the Ops and the Death Riders has been waging for months, but Shibata, the escape from behind now. That choke as Sleeper is locked in.
Sleeper's on Claudio. Yes, it's for the title, Angry.
Oh, but Claudio intercepted the PK and held Shibata in place for the super kick from Nicholas Jackson.
Very smart by Nicholas, but he might pay now because he's got
Tim knows.
Hangman trying to line up a dead-eye, but the hands were down. Hangman was open, and now the super kicks coming in. Ospreay back into the fray.
Wow. Will Ospreay got just a double super kick under his chin by the Young Bucks, from the Young Bucks.
Hobbs on the verge of being taken down, but now Moxley and Claudio. Wait a second. Moxley and Claudio.
Dang, Powerhouse Hobbs through the table.
That is unbelievable. That man threw the table that size. Oh.
And the EVP trigger on Katsuyori Shibata. John Moxley, the legal man, neutralizer by Castagnoli.
Oh my goodness, Shibata's getting choked out. It's over. It's done. Did he tap? He didn't even tap. He didn't even tap. He just like made a face. Dang, Angry, you think that's gonna happen?
Here tonight, but now Hangman going right at the world champion, but being held back.
Gabe Kidd has arrived as well. Did you see it?
Gabe Kidd, Wheeler Yuta. Yeah.
Post-match beatdown. Here we go. Wheeler Yuta, Gabe Kidd. So the bad guys won, guys. 56% of YouTube believed, or 44% I should say, 44% of YouTube believed that the bad guys would win. And 83% of Twitch thought the bad guys would win, so Twitch has successfully tied it up here. Wow, it's a tie. YouTube and Twitch tied at the end. Oh me, oh my, look at this. Nice battle here. Very nice battle. What a fun showdown. YouTube and Twitch locked the horns and came out at a standstill. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens. Let's see what happens tomorrow. See if YouTube or Twitch can move it. Hey, it's Swerve. Clay, welcome. I've said hi to you 3 times today, man. Hi. What have you thought of the show, dude? Let's talk, man. Let's have a conversation. Just trying to get infinite shoutouts? Is that what you're up to, man? That's what it's starting to seem like. You're trying to get infinite shoutouts. Let's just hang out, man. Let's have some fun together. Let's not be just in here trying to get your name heard and stuff.
I believe the rest for me and Will Ospreay this Saturday at All In. So pay attention, gentlemen.
Hey, Swerve. He's got some sort of machine. Oh, he's gonna do the thing to the limo, isn't he? Yup, he's gonna do the thing to the limo. There's the limo. Yup. Oh my goodness, dude! He just punched the limo in half with a giant claw. I was playing with a claw earlier. Oh no, not the back. That's where all the shoes are at. Oh, dude, it's highly effective too. This is actually destroying this car. Wow.
And now, wait a second. Samoa Joe trying to even the odds in this ring. He destroyed that limo. Strickland did, I should say.
Dang, dude. Now that's some money right there. They're destroying this limo in a way that I don't think that you'll be able to salvage it. Whose limo? Swerve's limo. Will Ospreay jumps over the pile and just falls down. Now he's lifting it. Dang, look at the state. Dang. Look at the state he left it in. It's all sideways. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. And they set it up at the beginning of the show too. They did the thing that I've been saying. Like set something up and like have it stick around and then pay it off. No buckshot. And now, Hangman, Moxley, toe-to-toe, face-to-face. Got a chain. Whip him with it. No. Dang. Man, that was chaos at the end here. Lot more exciting episode than last week. I'll say that. It's had that go home feeling to it.
And look at him standing tall in the ring now. As John Moxley calling off the troops, calling off the Death Riders. Hangman Adam Page, John Moxley. This Saturday afternoon, all in. Oh, wait a second.
See, Matthew! How are we going to financially recover from this?
How are we going to financially recover from this? I'd say pretty easily.
That's our limousine! Freaking prick!
Look, he left it sideways, dude. I love how he left it. Because they can't even try to drive away with it right now. It's done, dude. It's going to take, it might not even be worth it. I love how they set this up and everything. They showed them enjoying their car and all that. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Prince Nana's right there. Super kick this fool. What? Swerve stomp outside.
I found the fathers. Remember, if Ospreay and Swerve win, the Bucks have to step down from their EVP positions. But the Bucks win. Swerve and Ospreay can't challenge.
Did Hangman just see that? I wish they would have shown Hangman watching that. This was fun, man. This was fun. And he's back. He's inside now. And they hug. Oh, it's all love. It's all love now. This makes me think I am completely right. This makes me think I am completely right about what I said is going to happen at the pay-per-view. I don't feel bad. I know, right, Donovan? They gave them a good one up here. I think that's the most I've enjoyed an episode. Yeah, that was a really you caught a really good one here. They're not all like this. A lot of times they end and nothing has been accomplished. This was really good, man. But that's every wrestling show. Every wrestling show has those ones where it's like, all right, you know, I had fun, but nothing was accomplished here. All right, it's time. We gotta talk about this. We gotta have a little talky talk, a little chatty chat, a grapple chat. It's time for a grapple chat. Yes. Samoa Joe and Toni Storm on the screen. All right. If you watched this episode of Dynamite, which is the 9th of July, 2025 episode, the final Dynamite before AEW All in Texas, I want to know what score you guys would give this out of 10. Now, keep in mind, the highest score that I will take is an 8.4 out of 10. That's just the tippy top. The lowest score I will take is going to be a 7.0 out of 10. So 7.0 is the lowest. That's the floor. 8.4, that's the ceiling. And anywhere in between, that is your golden area. Anywhere in between, you guys got it. And I would like your score before the end of this song right here. So let's get these scores. Let me find out. What score would you give it? Na, 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 na. You got all the la-las. You gotta have the la-las or else, you can't live lawless. All right, so let me check. Donovan says 8.4. What a surprise, Donovan. I got you. Thank you for your score. Tim says 8.whose house? 8.2's house. It's my house, Tim? Technically, yes. Technically, this stream is emanating from my house. You got it. Thank you, Tim. I got you. Let's see here. Hangman still got that I don't trust him look. Yeah, and I love that, Raw Apollo. I love that. That's why I was hoping that they would have shown him watching that screen. You know what I'm talking about. Super Mario says 7.3. Thank you, Super Mario. Raw Apollo says 8.2. 8.2. Thank you, Raw Apollo. You got it. Ringmaster says 7.55. Okay. Thank you, Ringmaster. J-Rock says 7.77. Thank you, J-Rock. J Montez with a 7.4. Thank you, Jay Montez. Fox says 8.0. Thank you, Fox. WB says 7.77. 7.77, right? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, WB. Ryan says 7.9. Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. 7.9. I got you. Foxy says 8.1. Thank you, Foxy. And Radio says 7.80. 7.855. You got it. Thank you, Radio. Sorry, I was making protein shake. Aha. What happened to Strange tonight? I don't know. He's been really negative on AEW recently. He's like telling me not to watch it and stuff. So he probably had something else he got up to. This is what I do, man. I can't be skipping shows, especially when a good portion of my viewership and a good portion of my interactions come from people who watch AEW. So it's just I'd be shooting myself in the foot to stop watching AEW. But you know, I could understand. It's not for everybody. It's not for me half the time. The AEW gets on my nerves sometimes. It really does. I don't blame him. But he probably got up to something else. Happy you're here for it. Yeah, me too. Plus, I think that it's important to give stuff chances, even if it's not, even if it hasn't given you the best results, especially if it's not costing you really much of anything. It's good to give stuff chances, especially when so many good wrestlers are here, and I've seen so much good stuff in the history of AEW. It just I would always be wondering, even if I was sitting here playing like Halo, playing like online co-op in Halo or something right now, I'd still be wondering what's going on Dynamite. I'd still be thinking about it. So it's like I'm just gonna do it. How's your new bike working out? I'm getting used to the seat, man. It's not hurting me as much as it used to. I'm getting that like I think it's just because I haven't ridden a bike in so long and the seat is not very comfy. My body is having to acclimate to like how you pedal and all that and the muscles you use. It's just like anything. When I was breakdancing, I had muscles in weird places that you normally wouldn't build. So I know what it's like. So I'm working on it, and it's working out. It's working out. After a squash match, post-match beatdown? Yeah, sometimes that happens if they're trying to really prove something, and that's what the squash match became. Like that was the point of it. I can see why they would do that, but it shouldn't happen all the time. It happens way too often in AEW. I will agree on that. The post-match beatdown has become a thing of like it's above a meme now. It's almost like a expectation at this point. So my score, I'm going to give this a 7.85 as a go-home show for your biggest show of the year. This is literally their go-home show for their WrestleMania. They did some really good stuff, then they did some subpar stuff, and the stuff that was subpar was in the slot that I would expect it to be at. So it didn't bother me as much as it would have if the other stuff didn't perform well, if that makes any sense. Like the things that I think they needed to hit right and knock home and cross home plate into the pay-per-view, I think that they did well with. I think everything else that was not expected to be anything that people really were caring about, it became a self-fulfilling prophecy. The things that were secondary felt secondary and were alluded to and presented in a secondary manner with less than optimal amounts of attention and less than optimal amounts of just cool outcomes, things that would get you excited about the pay-per-view more than you already were. I think that it just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in certain spots on this fight card tonight, where the things that just weren't at the top of the fight card just didn't come out looking like they should be, and didn't come out looking like they were Apex situations that would sell a pay-per-view. But the things that needed to, they turned out pretty well, and they took their time with those things, and they spent some money on those things. And the matches weren't bad at all. I didn't see much botchiness. I didn't see much sloppiness. I would have booked some of these matches a little differently, but what I got was pretty presentable. I'm just hoping that they don't try to make up for the lack of build in certain things by putting it on Collision or putting it on Ring of Honor this week. I think that you already made your bed. Just sleep in it, and then just be better next week. Be better next week with those people on Dynamite. With the most amount of eyes on your stuff, be better there. Don't try to make up for it by being like, oh my God, Tekla's here at Ring of Honor. Don't do that, because it's a very low rent way to try to make her feel better about it and to make her fans feel better about it. But it's not going to resonate with your bigger crowd, and you're going to continue down the road of that self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, we didn't care about her too much, so we built her not as well, and then we didn't present her as well, and then we did present her as well on that show that you guys didn't see. And now she's back to the same thing on Dynamite, and then it just keeps being that same self-fulfilling situation where you didn't present her well to begin with, and now you're trying to make up for it on a show that most people aren't going to see. So people in turn are not going to care as much, and then it's just going to keep on rolling down the hill with this self-fulfilling prophecy of you just not helping her in the right way. So I just hope next Dynamite is better than this one in certain ways, but this was fun. I liked this. I had fun with it. And I had fun with you guys. So thank you guys for being here. 100%. Thank you. I'm hoping some people know what I'm talking about. I hope some of this resonates with you guys, because I try not to go too deep into my reviews where I'm talking about every little kick and punch and stuff. But I try to get like the feeling of the moment, because we just watched it. You guys all saw what I saw. I'm going 7.85. Yes, I'm a copycat, radio. I copied you. What can I say, man? You got good taste. But yeah, way better episode than Dynamite, than a lot of the ones that we've gotten this year. And one of the things that I really love and don't love about AEW is with their back against the wall, they produced some of the greatest stuff. But it's sad that it has to get to that point. This is where I say necessity is the mother of invention, and they come to these points where they have a necessity to get you excited about something, and they just knock it out of the park. But then before you know it, they're right back into not doing that. I know not every show can be the best show ever, and they can't smash a limo every single day, and because that would get boring too. But it just feels like right when they're about to fall off, they're like, yo, you thought we were falling off, man? You forgot who we were? It's like, no, you forgot who you were. It's not my fault. I'm watching your show, man. I'm not making up what your show's going to be like and just coming up with how good or bad it's going to be. I'm watching your show. You forgot who you were. You can tell that they have like a mentality like, oh, yo, they forgot who we are. It's like, no, you forgot who you are. That's not, my review has nothing to do with who you were. It's what you're doing. So all these scores together adds up to 102.295 divided by, oh my goodness, look at all these scores. Thank you guys for your scores. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 scores in 7 years ago. 5 scores, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 scores. My goodness, we broke 10 scores. Thank you guys so much. Put some hype in the chat for yourselves, guys. 11, 12, 13 scores, I believe. Let's recount these to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. So 102.295 divided by 13 equals 7.8638461538461554. Oh my goodness. It's one of those repeating decimals, it looks like. That's a very long number to say. They got the point. They got the point, guys. Oh, yes. building up these alliances the women's have, yeah, but that like I said, there are these lazy ways of doing storytelling, and one of them is just, oh, we remember she was with her earlier. That this is the same thing that I was talking about earlier, where it's not as deep as it seems, and it's just a way to like put together a bunch of matches to have without building any sort of actual interpersonal drama or any sort of character depth or development. It's just like, oh, remember she was with her when this happened, so now they're gonna fight. It's gonna be a tag match. Like, I want people to have actual issues with each other that stem from interactions, not just she was there and then they fought, and remember they fought and she was there. Like, that stuff is so surface level, and the fact that we're only going to get like one women's match a show, sometimes two, that stuff is very lazy. You could be having one or two women's matches per show with promos and with actual interactions that tell you why the people are the way they are, why they just don't like each other. And it's just so few and far between that we get anything that tells you why that's happening with the women. It's just like, oh, we're women, and we, you know how women are, they don't like each other, and unless they do, you know, like, what the heck. So I understand what you're saying. It's just that type of stuff is very lazy to me. That's like if I did the GSL right now, if I did our universe, and I just put you in a match, and you know, there happen to be 4 other people in the match, and then I'm like, oh, now you have a story, because remember you were in that match where you fought those other guys, and then you didn't get pinned, but the other guy did, and that's like, what? That's the story now. It's like, it's so video gamey, it's so e-fetish, and I know that that's kind of where he came from, so it makes sense, but to me it's not professional at that point. It's very lowbrow. It seems like they're building it for a reason. Oh yeah, okay, you're probably right. You're probably right about that. It's just, that's lazy to me. Just building alliances because people happen to be there when other people are getting beat up is. I wish for more. I wish for like the segments where they hang out together, where we find out who these people are, who these women are, why do they like each other, why would they like each other outside of, oh, you remember when she was getting beat up and then I was there. The whole alliance thing, it's cool, you know, for a match, but it's not compelling enough to keep my interest as much. So that's why I just don't. I when that stuff comes up, I'm just kind of like, all right, man. You know, I hope everyone understands. I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to see these women fight each other. I wouldn't like to see the matches. It's just, in terms of how deep the storytelling is on the men's side and how deep it is on the women's side, there are very few exceptions where the women actually get anything close to what the guys get. And I wish that would change, but maybe this is as good as it gets. But I'm always going to talk about it. I'm always going to call it out. If it's as good as it gets, it's not as good as it gets in my mind. It's just as good as it gets for them. So, with that said, they got the point. Thank you so much, everybody on YouTube. They use the women more on Collision, yeah, but they also use Ring of Honor more on Collision than on Dynamite, too. So it's that B-team afterthought type of feeling that even Ring of Honor gets. And the fact that they get lumped into the same show absolutely makes that show feel very missable and very B-teamish. And I'd rather the show be, you know, get the attention it deserves, man, or get some people on there and give them some stories. It could be good, you know, it could be unmissable. I'm not saying it sucks, but I'm just saying, like, man, this is supposed to be a professional wrestling company on national television and streaming on Max, and it's like I feel like people settle for it instead of understand how good it could be if they just maybe had somebody who had a little bit more time on their hands. I know Tony's very busy. I'm not blaming him either. I think that he is a product of his own ambitions and his own passions, and he's gonna book certain things with more attention and more interest than other things, and it's just inherently gonna come out that way. Inherently, you're going to spend more time on things that you care about or things you hate. I know a lot of people who spend a lot of time on stuff that they don't like, but he seems like he's just going to spend more time on the stuff that he grew up liking, and it looks like the women's stuff was stuff that he did not really grow up liking too much, and it's not in the back of his mind at all times. Seems like he does it because he has to more than he does it because he wants to, and it's just apparent with the way he's booked things. And it could be better. That's where maybe he needs a helper. Maybe he needs a helping hand or somebody to step in and be like, yo, I'm gonna help with Collision. And I know they can't tell him that. So I feel like we're lucky because we got a billionaire who loves wrestling. So and he can do whatever he wants. So we're lucky in that regard, but we're also a little unlucky because we got a billionaire who could do whatever he wants, and he doesn't care about certain things that are part of wrestling. So I don't know. Toni Storm, Mariah May was amazing. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, when something is the biggest thing, or when he has 2 stars and it's at the top, he'll sacrifice everything in the women's division to make it look good. So that's good. But then look at what you're left with. So with that said, everybody on YouTube, get on over to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. That is where we are continuing the stream for the remainder of the evening there. Twitch.tv/Gritty Urban Saga. I will also be live streaming during AEW All In, so if that's the next time you're going to watch wrestling, please get ready. Please be here. I would very much appreciate you guys spending your time alongside me watching the festivities of AEW's biggest event of the year. And I am anticipating fireworks. And I'm not just talking about the ones that are going to be going off in the sky outside the stadium. I'm talking about stuff that's going to be happening inside the stadium, because a show this big, and with the way these stories are going and with the way things feel right now, I think it's time for a little bit of flip on its head action. And I thought of something today that, oh my goodness, dude, if they do it, this particular All In could be, I would say, more shocking and just more like newsworthy and just more important for the next couple of months to even years of AEW than maybe any All In. I know that like selling that many tickets in Wembley was good, and but I'm talking about for the stories and for the show that we're watching, not for like a record that they set or something. I think that this particular All In could be something super duper fresh if they're bold, and if they've been as subtle and fun with what we've seen recently. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil anything in case it does happen, because it could be so crazy, but we'll see. Get on over here. I have a Twitch channel. Yeah, radio. I don't know if you heard about it. It's this little one. Your bit is nuts. My bit? What bit? What bit? What bit do I have? What are you talking about, radio? So get on over here, guys. Hope you don't end up eating your words. 6-hour event. We don't know how long it's going to be, Strange. We don't know. We haven't seen it yet. So get on over here, guys. I will see you here. My bot is nuts. Oh, it's not. It's just posting the messages from Twitch. Radio, you see it, how it says Twitch and then it has the person's name. It's showing you what people on Twitch are saying, so you can respond to them as well, or talk about what was said and know like who I'm responding to and stuff like that. It's just it's reposting what's being posted on Twitch. It's not a bot that's just making up stuff. I think I would have got by YouTube by now if I had like a fake bot in my stream that was just saying things just to put like fake interactions. Some people do that. Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, you see where it says like Fox and it says Mr. Strange or Raw Apollo right next to where it says Twitch after the bot? That's them. That's just people talking from Twitch, but it's showing it to you on YouTube. So you know what I'm seeing and what I'm responding to and all that. Get on over here, guys. If you're on YouTube, it is time. twitch.tv/grittyurbansaga. I will see you there. And everybody who's already on Twitch, stick around because we're not done yet. But that was the chat.